Now call to order the August 25th, 2020 special meeting of the New Caney Independent School District Board of Trustees, current time 12:04. Let the minutes show a quorum is present with all members in attendance, with Mr. Warwick being absent. Please rise for the invocation to be given by Ms. Sharp and pledge of allegiance to be given by Ms. Harold.
Heavenly Father, Lord, I thank you so much for the opportunity to come here and work for our students in our community. God, I just ask for wisdom as we make decisions and protection as we face another storm. And Lord Jesus, we just give you all the glory and honor for what's done for today. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Item 2 on the agenda is consideration of budget amendments.
Okay, I'm passing in front of you the final budget amendments for the year. The first page you're going to see is just the amended budget on page 17, the current amendments for this adoption, and then the amended budget. The second page is going to show you what we amended, what you're approving today. The first one was some wiring for a high school CTE class. We just moved it from function 36 to 11 for instruction. The second one is what you see every year, is to amend TRS on behalf. Basically, that is a post revenue in and post expenditure out. That's the state's portion of TRS, so we just show it as an in and out. It really has no effect on our financials at all. Earlier in the year, we hired 2 additional high school counselors, probably September, October, after the budget was adopted. So that was just moving money to cover function 31 for those high school counselors. We rebranded the middle schools. 2 of them came out of bond money. White Oak Middle School and New Caney Middle School came out of general fund. That was $150,000. And then we talked about in one of the meetings, the fiber lines coming from the technology building to link up to the other ones. We were able to get 2 of the bills in, so that is $220 that we'll be paying this week for those services already.
What kind of things are included in that $150,000 for rebranding?
I'll have to get with Mr. Sight, but that's uniforms, because they changed the
Okay,
colors.
colors.
Yeah.
Basically, everywhere you saw a Spartan logo, gym floors, scoreboards, the padding colors, all that kind of stuff where the old logo was, any kind of wall decor throughout the school, that's what got touched with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Is the fiber money, like I said, we have so many different things, is that the money we might get back?
That's the E-rate money that Ben and I spoke to y'all about.
So that's a possible.
Well, we already have paid 20% of it.
Right,
It's
up front. So that falls underneath the
This will
20.
fall under
Gotcha.
the
Okay.
20%.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, the next one is child nutrition. There are no amendments for the child nutrition fund. The next one is debt service. The only amendment we have is for the refunding that we did in November. It just shows the money coming in, going back out, and some additional bond expenses because of that. Additional payments. So that's all the amendments. Any questions? Okay.
Any other questions for that? All right. Up number 3, Mr. Calvert.
We gotta make a motion.
Oh, we got to approve. I'm sorry, you're right. Got to do that. I'm moving to 3 without moving to 2. Are there any other questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to approve the bond amendments?
Second.
Your motion has been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, the vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed is no. The motion is approved. Now we'll finish that one up. Now we'll move on to item 3.
All right, we are monitoring the storm that's coming in. What we will do this afternoon is make a phone call out to the district, students and staff saying we're going to close Thursday and Friday. That means no Zooms, no remote instruction, anything like that. People need to stay at home those 2 days. Thursday, it looks like our day. However, Friday, what we've typically done in the past is use other days to make sure all our facilities are okay. If we have flooding, if we have wind damage, that kind of stuff, a way to assess the buildings, so that way people are ready to come back on Monday. So we'll make that phone call. In that phone call, we'll also move our feeding times for Thursday and Friday. We're gonna bump that up to Wednesday. So that way people can come get food on Wednesday that will carry them through Thursday and Friday. So that'll be included in that phone call as well when we go out to notify people we'll be shut down on Thursday and Friday. Anything else comes around, of course, we'll keep you all in the loop, but that's the plan right now. The IMT, Incident Management Team, is gonna meet in the morning just to get that official process rolling, that if we needed things like FEMA reimbursement, all that kind of stuff, we've got our documentation and all that in place. So.
Assuming we don't get a weather waiver, will these be weather days on the calendar, or will we have to make them up?
I checked with Dan, and he said all the waivers that we currently have as far as weather goes are still in place with TEA. So again, this is early, so depending how the rest of the year goes, that's always a possibility. But depending on how they treat that, we may or may not have to use them, depending on how the state guides us through this. But they are available.
Are teachers working in school tomorrow, or are they working from home?
As of right now, everybody's planning on coming in. Based on what we're seeing, there's no reason for them not to. Thursday appears to be our day around here. I think some other districts are starting to close tomorrow, even noon today. But based on what we're seeing, we just still have to go ahead and make the call for Thursday and Friday versus Wednesday at this time.
When is the portal closed for the picking of, is that tonight?
Tonight and midnight.
Midnight tonight.
Yeah.
We'll give you feedback from that tomorrow morning, hopefully have all of that aggregated and be able to give you a percentage of who's chosen in face-to-face and who's chosen online.
We'll send that to y'all in the morning, and then we're meeting with the principals later in the morning to start giving them their campus ratios and lists and breaking down the classes and programmatic things, that sort of deal, so they can start planning for those numbers on their campus, because they're all different, as you can imagine. So they're going to get specific data tomorrow as well, so they can start planning.
Can we get it per campus?
Yeah, we can give you all the high level,
Yeah.
breakdown. We can give you
Yeah, how is
Just pretty much what we'll do is say, these are the people that picked it.
Yeah.
These are the ones that chose remote, and then that third category is these are the ones that were defaulted into it.
Yeah.
So that's the way it'll be broken down, but we can get you all that, that's no problem.
I know there's no going back and forth on your choice, but if you select in person, can you go online, assuming there's some kind of medical need?
Yes, you can. You can go that way, you just can't go the other way for the grading period.
Okay.
You can always say, I want to go remote, you just can't ever say, I want to go remote to on campus
That makes
until the next grading period.
Is there a way to determine like which selection that you made, like when you go in or what? We didn't receive any.
I got an email confirmation.
You did?
Yeah.
You should check.
You should
Yeah,
probably check.
you should have got a pop-up when you selected it, it actually opens up another tab,
Did you get a call? I got
and
a
then it'll
call.
give you an email.
Sam did, I don't know.
Oh, it's Sam,
did.
Sam is the parent.
It went to his email, he did it.
Oh, I'm not that fancy.
But I got an email, I'm not that fancy.
I got one too.
Yeah.
Because I talked to Matt about it, because I was curious, I had the same question, so I called Matt, and he said for me to communicate with him when I got it within a short amount of time, and I emailed him back saying that I had received it. So,
You should check.
your wife got it. You should probably communicate more, it's a kind of family.
As long as you want to go back, just you call it.
All right. Does anybody have anything else? If that's it, then there being no further business, the meeting is adjourned at 12:12.